She said that American soccer fans, most of them aren't smart. They don't know the game. They don't understand.
Gio.
That guy gazpacho.
Forbes can take a lame gorilla, okay?
Advice, did you know that Arsenal died?
He's got me buzzing.
Up the topies. It's hard to up them anyway.
I'm gonna comment on here. Speaking of learning, Nick, Arsenal maybe need to do some learning on holding their leads against other title contenders, because this weekend
Shut the hell up. What are you talking about,
Facts,
brother?
bro. Facts.
Arsenal
Right.
drew 2-2 against Liverpool, allowing a late goal to Salah. Van Dijk and Salah, just who you would expect to come up big for Liverpool. 2-2 draw. Arsenal should have really came away with 3 points, in my opinion. Also could say the same exact thing about their game against Manchester City. So I think that's kind of where some of the headlines on here is that it is 4 points kind of gone, but still a draw against a title contender here. Nick, is that okay for you? What did you see from Arsenal? What do you make of the draw and the season moving forward from this?
That honestly little comment pissed me off so much that I'm completely changing my tune on everything I was gonna say. A back four of 17-year-old Miles Lewis-Skelly, who I like, but still, of Kivior and Ben White, who hasn't played center back in 2 years, and who was that right back dude? Thomas Partey, 32 years old, that plays right back twice. Like, I am very proud of the performance by the boys. I think we were the better team the whole time. If this happened at Liverpool, like the exact reverse. If Arsenal were in the exact same case, everyone would be so pissed at Arsenal that saying that how could they not get 3 points? Look at the absences from the squad, all of this crap. And instead it's happening to Arsenal and people pile on. Whatever.
You said if it happened at Liverpool.
Whatever. No, dumbass. I said if the tables were flipped. If Liverpool were missing all these players and they were at home, the exact opposite would be saying about Arsenal. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. Liverpool is in the better position in the table, so Arsenal needed points more and had a lead late.
I think it is
so. Slip there at the end, letting a late goal in. You have a lead against this team.
I think they did absolutely everything they possibly could have with what they had out there. Saka came back, was the best player on the pitch, could only give him 60. Gabriel gets injured. Saliba's out. Our right back is Thomas Partey. Jurrien Timber comes back from injury, can only give them 60. Like, everyone was scrapping. Kai Havertz had a beautiful game. Trossard had a really good first half. Everyone was scrapping their mind off, got a lead in an impressive way. One really class moment from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mo Salah, and then one boneheaded mistake in the first half on that corner, and you have a 2-2 game. But Arsenal were by far the better team. Yes, it's an opportunity slipped up. You know what? We're 5 points off the table with everything that has gone wrong this season so far. I don't feel that bad. I don't think Man City looks that great. They're winning 1-0 to Southampton. They're missing their best player. I don't feel horrible. Titles aren't won in October. Titles are won in May. And I think this team is coming. I think the performances that we put in has shown a lot about them. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. It's at home, even with all the people missing. You want to win that game. I get people who are upset saying that we should have won it. But if you watch that game, Arsenal gave their absolute everything. Every single player on that pitch. No one's making any excuses within that club for the injuries. The guys making excuses are people like me on the internet who are pointing out the reality of the context. And so
why
I'm proud of the boys.
Excuses, though. It's still 2 points dropped when you had a lead late. This is now, you gave up a late goal against Manchester City that dropped 2 points, obviously down 10 men, but it's a last-second goal. There's 2 late goals against 2 gigantic opponents where those are big point switches. That's 2 points away from you and 2 points or another point not taken away from the other teams here in the title race. You're down 5 points. I understand injuries. I understand context. But context doesn't matter at the end of the season. Nobody cares about context. It cares about the points on the board.
I care about context. So shut the fuck up. What do you mean no way? You can't just decide that for everyone? This shit is important, bro. We are scrapping.
I'm not saying, hey,
we are scrapping our minds out.
Giving you a trophy.
what fucking side of the bed did you wake up on this morning? God damn, brother. Oh my
Nick,
goodness.
Does Arsenal want to be champions? They want to be
ass
scrappy
off.
and have a good context given season.
Arsenal battled their ass off. They did the best that they could, in my opinion, with everything they had out there. Context does matter. And you know what? We're still going to fucking win the league. So hold that, dumbass.
Okay, we'll see. Mike, what do you make of this game?
Fucking idiot.
You agree more on Nick's side that 5 points down doesn't matter because of context of injuries and what's gone on in their season? Or are you more
put words in my mouth, fucking idiot. God.
You just said context matters. I'm saying if you want to win a title, if you are a serious title contender, you can't say, hey, it was a scrappy performance. We got what we could. You need to close out games regardless of the situation. De Bruyne was out last season for Man City. Rodri out. They don't make excuses. They win the games.
Oh, my God.
That's what I was going to bring up. I mean, if you're going to be a title challenger, if you're going to want to win a title, sometimes you're going to have to go through situations where the cards aren't in your favor. Yeah, they have some big injuries, 2 starters at least, some huge rotational pieces out. That's going to happen some point during the season. Man City had that last year. Haaland was out a huge stretch. Kevin De Bruyne was out for most of the season. Rodri had a big spell on the bench or out injured. Maybe they have more rotation, more investment, whatever. Arsenal has plenty
Why
of
do they have more rotation? I wonder. Maybe it's 115 charges. Like, what
I'm
are
not
they
saying
doing?
anything about that.
But the reality of the matter is you have to get results no matter what the circumstances are. They had a chance to get 3 points here. They let it slip late. I thought Arteta didn't do well with the substitutions again. I mean,
my God.
But he didn't commit to holding the lead, and he decided to go for it late. I mean, it's poor management from him. The second goal is super sloppy from Arsenal. Yeah, it's slick play from Liverpool, but they get absolutely gutted on the counter there. It is a missed opportunity. Any way you want to put it, any other sort of connotations to it or reasons or excuses, it's a missed opportunity.
You're both clowns.
Nick, it's 2 points dropped by Arsenal. And a game that they had a lead in the 80th minute. They have had 2 games against these 2 title contenders that they're fighting with. That you say you want to be that title contender. You want to be. Context doesn't matter when you're winning a trophy or not. These are still drop points. Or do you see it completely differently?
In the long season, context doesn't matter, but within the one game that we were talking about, context does matter. Within the Man City game, context does matter. Context matters on any single given game. Okay? So, yes, you just said there's a long season. Guess what? We're not that far behind. A game and a half with everything still left to play for. You're acting like it's fucking lost right here. Like, relax, and you know what? It's going to be okay. No, you are. The way you're acting is
you said in the preview of this game that this was almost a must-win, that Man City with a 5-point gap, you already feel that feeling of Aston Villa last season where you feel it somewhat slipping, that Man City is going to run away, that they have a big control. And you're saying that dropping 2 points here by a late goal by Salah is not something to really look down on?
Have I once said that I am super fucking happy we dropped points? No, I am saying that Arsenal.
You're saying it's the best you can do.
Oh my God, the players played their ass off, bro. They were incredible. What do you want me to say?
It's a disappointing result. It's not a good result to have this. And
okay, congratulations. We didn't win. Great analysis, idiot. What are you talking about?
Yes.
You want to talk about this game? Here's what happened in this game. We played better than them, and at the end, everything gave out. Great, we dropped 2 points. Are you happy now?
Yes, that is the
okay, great
of the game.
Yeah, never mind. Next time I won't talk about the game at all. I'll just say we dropped points and we could keep it fucking moving.
Listen, you can talk about the game and give context, but when I ask about the greater scope of the league and how far it hurts Arsenal and has a trend of them
because you also started it. By the way, you also started it by saying that Arsenal have no mentality and they dropped points because of a late lead again.
No mentality. I said they let.
That is exactly what you said. You said Arsenal have to learn to beat games. Dude, they gave everything they could. You're ridiculous.
Nick,
Put
if
that-
they want
put
to
that
win a
backboard.
title, you can't constantly allow goals after the 80th minute to
Con-
your biggest rivals.
Oh my God. Constantly allow goals. Look at the 2 situations that happened
out of
and
2
look why
games.
it happened. Look why it happened, dumbass.
Yes.
10-man Arsenal and then a back four that would never play for us in preseason. What are you talking about?
But it still happened, Nick. You can't do that
Yeah,
if you're
but
going to win.
you're saying it's
a
constantly
results-based
happening.
business.
In what world is it constantly happening? It's 2 games with 2 very extenuating circumstances.
2 out of 2 games. It's both games against these big rivals.
Go watch the games and then fucking tell me what it is, all right? Jesus Christ.
All right.